live. Syerleena, Rashid, welcome to the waiting room.
Yep,
Selamat
welcome to
datang,
the
selamat
waiting
datang.
room.
Hi everyone.
How are you?
Ah,
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
hmm.
I'm good. I'm good. Doing pretty well. Yeah, currently at home.
A,
Still
ver-
working.
a very pink home by the looks of it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What's that?
A very pink home by the looks of it. My wife
very
would,
nice,
my wife would,
nice
my
vibes
wife would
going on,
approve,
man.
so she would.
Nice.
Disco lights, disco ball. Dia tak
Oh,
pasang lagi.
yeah.
This warm up ni.
We
Well,
saw
the
the
thing is,
Chinese New Year party you were having just now.
Is there a lava lamp in the corner? Tell me there's a lava lamp in the corner. There's definitely a lava lamp in the corner.
there's somewhere.
Ah,
Well, the
this
thing
is
is,
it.
because of the MCO, the past few, the past year or so, it's a lot of us. I think we've been spending more time at home. So home has become more than just a place kita, where we eat, sleep, and shower and whatnot. So it's actually become more of a living space, and yeah, so I decided to get some lights.
Nice.
There's no lights before. Wow, dark.
A life in
Fantastic.
darkness.
Fantastic.
So are
Nice,
all
nice.
your other rooms pink as well?
No, actually they're of different colors.
This is your Marshall. This is your Marshall
Really, yeah?
Marshall amp room. This is
No.
your Marshall amp room. See your
Oh, one is
Marshall.
blue, one is green.
Well, yes, technically yes.
Fender's blue. What the amps you got?
Oh God.
Any this is it. This is it.
Cool.
So how are you coping with the MCO, the various MCOs?
I'm sorry. What's that?
How are you coping with the various MCOs?
Well, it's coping as much as I trying very hard and very to remain positive, really, because of the situation right now. It comes and goes in waves. One minute you think that it's gonna be all right, and then next minute, everything's all shut down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and especially now, there's
Hey,
my cat Badger.
who's our guest? Who's our special guest?
Oh no.
Ah, there it is. Hey, how are
What's
you?
her name? Her
Yeah,
name?
Her name's
a-
Badger.
Badger.
Badger. Hey, Badger. What's up?
Badger,
Oh, Badger is the one with
has an
the
opinion too.
Badger has a chip in his ear, right? I think I saw a
Yes.
photo.
A chip.
Yes.
Wow,
That's right.
badass. He's a badass.
Has a chip in his ear.
Yeah.
Well,
No, not like microchip, but like like
Bukan
something did
microchip,
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Bukan
Chipped
microchip.
off. Chipped off.
The
Okay.
cat's
Chipped
got
off.
But yeah.
it's got a bite out of its ear.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, because
I thought.
so my cat Badger, she was a rescue cat.
Okay,
Kucing,
okay.
kucing jalanan. So
From Sri Dilima, yeah.
actually from Batu Fringhi.
Okay.
So I've adopted her. She's my little baby, and for the past 12 years I've been taking care of her.
She's
Oh,
12.
wow.
12
Oh.
years.
She's older than that. She's about 16.
Jesus.
Whoa,
Small cat. Yes.
Damn.
That's old for
still
a cat.
steady, man. Wow.
Okay.
So
So
Yeah,
what
that's-
is
man.
what like dog years is like 7 years to 1 human year, isn't it?
That's right.
What's cats? Is there
Same.
same with cats?
Well, according to this wonderful resource we have, internet, yeah, it says about 7 years. So sama juga lah, the same
Mr.
with
Yeah,
Mr. Mr. Google told you, did he?
Google.
Yeah, Mr. Google.
She's
tells
like
you.
she's grandma age, man. She's like legit, man. She's the badass man. 60 years. Wow. Damn.
Hey, but-
Wow.
16
Hey,
by
but you,
7.
yeah,
Hmm.
and Asma, you also have some cats, right?
Yeah, I've got always have cats. That's a stray on my album recently. She's
That's
been with
right.
us for 10 years. She just lived chose our house. She chose us. And
Nice.
she never left.
Cats always
But she's
choose.
younger.
That's good.
Cats always choose the owners mostly.
That's why I like it. Easy, not like dog. Gonna go look for the dog at the pound.
Hey.
Cats come
Don't
to you.
these dogs. Don't these dogs simply, huh?
I love both.
Yeah.
I love both. But I think cats are just easier to take care. You just don't give a damn about them. and
Yeah,
they take
that's
care
true, lah. That's true. Cats are a lot easier. My God.
of-
So
There's some truth to it.
let's dive right into it. A politician and a musician. Let's get through this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's get
Here
right
it
on
comes.
it. The
Now we are
politician
done
and
talking.
musician.
Now it's all you.
Politician and musician. not generally the best bedfellows, or not normally works. So how are you dealing with it, being a politician and a musician? Does one influence the other, or the one, or is it totally completely separate? Or do you try to keep them separate?
I wouldn't say it's not like a, for the record, it's not like a Jekyll and Hyde type of thing.
Yeah.
For me, it's always been like, when you have interest, especially when it comes to music or arts or anything, it should not be separate from who you are as a person. So, I mean, this is something that I guess to an extent, especially in Malaysia, again, well, it's quite uncommon to have certain people in certain positions to be musicians. So, I mean, I think some of you would recognize before I became actively involved in politics, I had bands, various bands.
Yeah.
So that happened first, but then it wasn't it wasn't a transition that was completely foreign. It was just politics was always part of me, and so
Mm.
same thing.
How did,
But
did anybody ever
yeah.
try when you got more into the political side and more when you started to go up the ladder? Were you ever like sort of pulled to the side and people giving you advice, going maybe you should knock the music on the head or anything like that? There, I assume that one or two people would probably have said something to you like,
Yeah, probably people telling you like, hey, stop playing his music lah.
yeah, well, you have to
Yeah,
we have to
get
craft,
real,
we have
get
to mold
real.
we have to mold your image. Like you're the new star. Like we have to mold your image in a certain way.
Well, it doesn't help when you have certain political parties who keep saying that, hey, rock and roll is evil. Anything you're not supposed to pick
Yeah,
up guitars, right?
Yeah, well,
But the thing is, again, we live in a society where it's quite uncommon. So there's always that mindset where you have, politicians, and they just happen to really enjoy playing music, and people frown upon that. So I've had some people, for example, the first phase when I decided to, you know, give politics, it became more of a full time thing for me.
yep.
Some people did say, hey, you might want people to not know that you were in bands. Just you want to
mm,
tone that down. And I was like, okay, I can see why, but it shouldn't be that way though. But
that's
then,
why.
again, it's just, what?
Like
Why should there be any
as a politician, you should be more relatable to the people rather than
No, no, it's not
like
as if as a politician you gotta be completely bland and like
yeah,
real
it's just
square and
gray,
like oh,
a
I'm a
gray
politician.
like yeah,
Yeah,
no emotion, no back history, just this
no talent,
nothing.
tone deaf. I'm sure you had to endure a lot of those kind of like open mic. I'm sure some politicians do that, right? After dinner or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
karaoke. Yeah.
Karaoke ke banyak kan?
So did they like at dinners and all that? Did since the people knew that you were like part of bands and
Uh,
stuff, did they like even more turn to you when it came to entertainment?
yeah.
Well, I mean, right now, because of how because I would say recently, but I did actively again, pick up, or rather
Mm,
be officially be in a band again during the
yeah.
MCO. So again, the whole entertainment, as you guys know, what's going on right now with the
Yeah.
MCO and the entertainment industry in general, and which again, for me, it angers me. But
Yeah.
we'll
True,
talk
true.
about that later. So again, there's always a few people who say, hey, that's really awesome, because like what you said there, uh, it makes certain people in positions more relatable. We
Yeah,
are
of
in
course.
Mm,
fact human beings.
Yeah,
So again,
yeah.
you feel like you
there
can
shouldn't
talk
be
to them
any
like,
differences.
they play music, okay, then it's not like they're unreachable. These people, we can have a conversation with this person, like
Yeah, of
even though the
course.
Yeah.
conversation's
And
only about music, even though the conversation's only about music and not about social issues or anything like that, at least you can have a conversation with the politician because
hey, there's a time and place for everything, right?
of course,
Yeah. Hopefully they don't annoy you lah. Politicians like, hey, yeah, yeah, Lena, she plays guitar, fundraiser. Hey, go play, sing a song. We get
Yeah,
all the time, right?
yeah,
Hey,
that's
guys,
what I
hey,
was
hey,
asking.
you
That's
play,
what I was
right?
asking just now. Like, are you the
That-
go-to person?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
we got no budget to pay singer lah. Hey, Lena, can you sing? You know?
I do. But okay, just to share with you guys, I mean, yes, there have been some I wouldn't say requests. I do hope they're jokes, but GE, the next GE when there's a trauma, yeah, you pick up the guitar and play. I'm like, no, we do have so many talented musicians out there. Come on, that's not
yeah.
it. But yeah, and then you also have people, individuals, organizations who question, hey, hello, politician. As a politician, you're in a band and you play music. Ada masa tak? You have time to do such things. And the way I see it, first of all, it boils down to time management. Time management. I keep saying you have politicians who play golf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Completely useless. No purpose. Bro. Yeah.
I mean, it's golf, right?
Your politicians who use sugar daddy, or maybe allegedly. We don't know yet.
Okay, now just
Possible.
going there straight, Derek. Just going there
Straight
straight.
into the deep end. Allegedly.
We should be in control of Derek's mute button here.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Talking guitar here, man.
No, that's all good.
Alina,
But no,
My-
it's true. Time management. Time
I asked
management,
my lawyer about the wording of that question earlier on. He says it was okay.
so Lina,
Yeah.
talking about how politics was always a part of your life, but would you say that music was also something that influenced you? I mean, probably the bands that you listened to, the kind of music that you grew up listening to, that kind of inspired you to get into politics or whatever.
Well, let's talk about those
yeah.
bands. What was the bands that inspired you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, yes. I mean, music is all around us, as sometimes you might say it's cliche, but I mean, for me, okay. Imagine this, being 12 years old and then listening to Rage Against the Machine, the first album, cassette back then.
I knew
Right.
I had a feeling you were going to go to Rage. But yeah.
But listening to such, listening to music and the complexity, music arrangement, yeah, that's one thing. But then you listen to the messages, the lyrics. Again, being a child, it made me question, like, whoa, what is this?
For
And
me,
I
How did it
remember-
come by with?
for me,
How did it come
for me
come
it
by
was
your way?
Megadeth.
Rage Against- How did that come by your way? Rage Against the Machine. Was it
my
your
brother, my
Rush
brother.
brother?
Shout out to Riz.
Corrupted you
Shout out
early
to
on.
Riz.
Hey, but yeah, my brother Riz. I mean, he's someone who was always, again, someone I still look up to. He's such a cool brother. If he's watching, wait, abang, I love you, wait. He would make me all these, mixed cassettes. Again, cassettes. Back when,
Yes.
cassettes were easily, we could listen.
Mixtapes. Yeah, mixtapes.
Yeah.
Brendan and Fabian will know about mixtapes. Me and Asmal.
Yeah, I
know
made my
about
own
this.
mixtapes. lah.
Hey, come on! I made my own mixtape
Hello.
also.
I told you, 89 is the last train home. 89 is the last train home.
But yeah, I mean, again, you listen to bands like that, Rage Against the Machine, and Black Flag, and all these bands just it strikes a chord in anyone, anyone.
I've been lucky enough to see both Rage live, and I've been lucky enough to see Henry live. I didn't see Henry.
Oh, I've seen Henry live. Yeah.
I didn't see Henry with a Rollins band, but I seen Henry with the Thin Lizzy.
His own bands.
No, it has Phil in a tribute concert 10 years after Phil Lynott died. So Henry
Oh.
came for that. So I see him do about 2 songs with Thin Lizzy, like. But yeah, fantastic.
I saw Rollins band. I don't know if he was his band, Rollins band, right? He was
See
just wearing
Rollins
like his black. He was. Yeah, I saw Rollins just wearing his black shorts and like.
That's all he was wearing. That's all he was wearing that night as well. And by the end of the first song, his chest was bleeding because he was just beating his chest with the microphone. Like he just beat his chest
He's
with the
beating
microphone.
his chest with the microphone.
That's Henry Rollins, man. That's what he
Damn.
puts into the
Yeah,
show.
man.
Like,
Henry
that's
Rollins,
one
yeah.
song in. That's just one song in. His whole chest is black and blue and bleeding. Amazing.
Now imagine trying to bring someone like him to play show Malaysia.
I think now he mellow lah. No, he just turned 60 or
Yeah lah,
something.
we-
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
60,
yeah,
60 this week. Henry turned 60 this week. That's how
Yeah, but
old we
yeah.
are. Like, but Henry's
60, but still,
Henry's definitely one of the abangs. He's definitely one of
Yeah.
our.
Abang.
He's-
Yeah. So you have Black Flag on your wow at 12, man. Oh, jealous juga tu. Early on, you already you had a cool older brother. I had to be that cool older brother. I wasn't cool.
Was
What were you listening to at 12,
Was
Asman?
Fugazi on there or Minor Threat? Was any of those bands?
Actually, Fugazi was something that I started to listen to during my university days when I was studying in MMU.
Yeah.
So
Ah,
yeah, Fugazi, and then at the drive-in, as you
Oh,
can see,
excellent.
at
ah,
Masa
Fantastic.
nice,
Absolutely
nice, nice.
fantastic. I got to see both those live as well, so it's great.
Oh, jealous, man. You got some drive-in.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
got to see at the drive-in. My friend's band supported at the drive-in in Ireland, which is great.
Ah.
And I seen Fugazi in a very, very small
I
venue in Ireland. There was only
I
about
miss Fugazi. Fugazi playing
500 people.
KL, man. 1998.
Yeah.
Right? I
That's
was
right.
away. Damn jealous, my bandmates. Got
Jealous.
to see him.
We used the Fugazi's waiting room as the intro to this podcast, which I got permission for, which is pretty good. Like so.
Yes.
So yeah.
Awesome.
So good alternative bands, and your kind of sources pretty much in the alternative genre. It seems to be. Well, the music that influences your politics definitely is in the alternative genre.
Well, that, and also besides music, yes, I do enjoy reading. I'm a little bit of a bookworm. That I got
Ah, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Who's your go-to like
We
authors?
can guess.
Yeah.
Well, Charles
Chomsky's
Bukowski.
Chomsky's definitely going to be there.
Well, okay, that's something that we can talk about, but let's not talk about politics right now.
No, try to stay clear. Just
So fiction,
no politics that influenced your music. Well, we can talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. And again, coming back to music, it wasn't just bands like that, but also, I mean, for me, you know, I do listen to a lot of music, a lot of genres, and I have a great fondness for 80s music.
All right.
80s and
Favorite? Who's your favorite?
oh, Lamont. Oh my
Ah.
goodness. Hall and Oates. That's
Hall and
what.
Oates.
Oh, it's all right. Wow.
That's from
cool.
Rage Against the Machine to Hall and Oates.
Hey,
Can lie.
You gotta have a balanced diet, man. Yeah.
Correct.
Of
That's
course,
true.
of course.
Must have a bit of
And
everything.
insert
Of its-
some William Shatner there as well.
Oh God! If it's,
Oh, wow. Yeah, you need your fiber, man. Yeah,
if,
so-
if it's a balance, if the balanced diet, Hall and Oates is definitely the peas. If you're looking at that diet, definitely the peas on the side of your plate. Oh, William Shatner.
Wow.
Yes,
So they-
William Shatner.
You
So-
like
so this
William
was
Shatner's music?
So this is stuff you wouldn't let Riz know lah.
Oh, he knows, and
Okay.
he listens to the same thing too.
Okay.
David, come on, spill all the beans. Tell us we need
So
we need
we have
we need
we
some
have a
stuff to give a
cheesy
shit
moment.
about.
we have some cheesy moments,
Well,
and
those of us who grew up in the '80s all have our like.
You gotta
mi-
have.
Mine's is Bon Jovi. Like they're the first band I got into, so like I love my Bon Jovi, so can't get away from it.
nice,
Yeah,
So-
man.
nice.
So
Hey, Fabian, Brendan, what about you guys in Asmil? Come on.
Ask Brendan has
put you in
cheesy
spot.
moments. Ask Brendan has cheesy moments because way
I-
worse than ours. Way worse than ours.
I'm into the Britney and Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, la. I came
Hey,
from that
come
era,
on.
lah. So
Oops, I
couldn't
did it
run away.
again. Hit me,
Yeah.
baby, one more
Those
time.
people who were born in the 80s, okay.
Yeah.
Remember-
I mean, I was born in the 80s, but I came across
Yeah.
80s music
I mean-
when it was like, in the 2000s already. I was in
I remember watching the Moffats. I watched the Moffats.
the
Oh,
live.
Moffats. Ah, come on. Hanson.
Oh.
Bop tip tap ta do bop do bop. Come
Oh.
on. Huh?
Dear God.
Rage. Who needs rage? You got bop.
That's right. That's just deep right there. Mbop.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I was a
Yeah.
big Weird Al Yankovic fan.
Oh,
Weird
yeah.
Al
Those
Yankovic.
cassettes were,
Weird Al also.
yeah, just his
No,
humor.
That's not really
Yeah.
cheesy though. That's Weird Al. Weird Al was sort of. It was sort of. He wasn't really cheesy. He was more. He was just weird. His name.
Yeah,
was
just
perfect.
weird. This weird guy.
He was weird.
I remember seeing it on TV. It's like he did Eat It, right? The
Yeah.
parody of Beat It. And I was
Yeah.
watching, I think I must have been a kid lah. It's like, wait, Michael Jackson. Then he turns around, hey, why you look like that? Hey, that's not Michael Jackson.
Why
I
is
was
it?
taken
Why
away
is it?
straight away. It's
Why
like,
is it
what
big
that?
tall?
What-
Why is it big tall Jewish guy? What's going on?
Yeah. Wait. Holding forks instead of knife. Yeah, but it was.
That's right.
But the 80s, yeah lah. I mean, of course, there's the other cheesier stuff also into. You know, it's like
The
wow.
80s was just
Rock-
cheese. The
Yeah.
whole decade was just cheese. From 81 to 89,
Yeah.
it was just a bucket of cheese.
I was really into the Melayu rock, you know, like music. I used to follow that, man. Like, yeah, man. So I used to watch it and follow the year end, like who was gonna win, But yeah, it's interesting.
Music is still going on, right?
Well,
Yeah,
But now, no, it's fun lah.
80s
But
rock is
I think
80s rock is still going on in Malaysia because every Malaysian rock
Yeah.
band sounds like they're
No,
from
music is
1985.
like music.
no, but the
is like,
aping, it's
Still
not
the
the
same
same,
genre?
man. It's not the same though. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember with music when Azwan Ali and Azwan Ali was one
Ah,
of the
yes,
people.
yes,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was a little bit different then.
yeah. He wasn't like now. Yeah, he's blossomed into himself now. And now you know he was an act all that time. So
Wait, what was it like? What was it like then?
no, it looks just your normal host dweeb. You know.
yeah.
now
Just
now
your
he's
normal
not,
host dweeb.
yeah now he's more charismatic, right?
Okay.
So,
That's nice.
but 80s, yeah, shit, man. Yeah.
But how
Oh,
old were
sorry.
you, Lina, when you first got into a band? Like when you start playing in a band? When was that? Maybe you can walk us through your band journey.
Oh wow, okay. I was in MMU and I was 19. So the guitar wasn't the first instrument I picked up. It was actually the organ.
Oh, okay.
And I was 10. Yeah,
Okay.
when I learned, but it didn't last long. I think I stayed for maybe a few months just playing because I felt it wasn't what I wanted to do. Because again, I looked at my brother back then, and he was already playing guitar, and he wasn't 10. I'm like, he's so cool. I want to be like that. So it's just to get my organ. It's like,
Yeah. Hold on.
So I-
This is
so I-
not cutlet on the cool level. This is
Yeah.
cutlet on the
Yeah.
cool
But-
level.
But now looking back, hey, you know what? Organs, it's pretty badass. Ooh, can I say?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you can curse.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
say
that's
worse
course.
than that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The host is an Irishman, of course. You can curse. That's all. It's all I do. So you're okay.
and I remember when I was 18, I actually saved up money because I got a job working at Pizza Hut. It was my first part-time job after SPM. And then I said, okay, I have some extra cash saving up, so I want to buy a guitar. So the first guitar I bought was a guitar capo. And then
What?
again, guitar
Guitar capo.
Guitar
Capo,
capo.
man.
It's like
Mm.
it's
The China
just like
brand.
Oh,
the
like a
China
copy,
brand.
a copy brand of
Yeah.
yeah, I understand. Like
Can buy in bookstores one, yeah.
It's like you can
That's
buy it.
right.
You can buy it at a stationery store. They're like,
Stationery shop, yeah.
not at a music store,
No,
Where'd you buy it from?
I actually bought it at a sports shop.
A sports
Yeah.
shop.
There you go.
Small places, in Georgetown.
Yeah.
But that store doesn't. They closed down a long time ago. So I bought that, went home, and I downloaded some tabs, and just kind of learned as I played along.
Okay.
And then when I went,
With this, what is the first song you learned on guitar? Completely, not just fluffing about. You learned a riff. What's the first song that you learned completely on a guitar?
Farewell and Good Night, Smashing Pumpkins, because it was the easiest.
Nice.
It was like,
Ah.
easy,
I think for me and Asma,
But it-
learned both the same song. It was Polly by Nirvana. I think Asma,
Yeah.
Polly was yours, wasn't it?
One of it, yeah. It's like, I discovered a power chord. Like,
Polly was
that's all
Polly
you
was
need.
mine.
It's
Yeah,
like,
you only
what?
need two
Yeah.
fingers. Two fingers.
Yeah, I thought Kurt Cobain like Bart.
Yeah, no. You only need two fingers. Fantastic.
Yeah, so that was, yeah.
But Pumpkins was
Wow.
that's a good place to start.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins was
Wow.
a good place to
Okay.
start.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
but again, when you're trying to learn first time, it was hard. I was like, like how?
Was
How?
Riz in America at the time then, so he couldn't give you any help or something like that
No.
there?
No, I was in Penang. So
Okay.
with
No, but
that,
was Riz in America and he couldn't give
Oh.
you any help, or was
he was in the States.
see?
He
Um,
was in the States.
I was thinking
I'm sure
Riz
he
was
gave, he gave me moral support.
moral support. But see, if you had a Zoom back then, your brother could have given you less online lessons, and you'd have been all.
Your brother
sorted.
he probably wrote letters that time, you know?
Yeah.
Back then, we wrote letters, right?
14 weeks they
Telegram.
arrive.
Yes.
But actually, it was I went to visit him in the States when I was 19, and then again, that was the first time I saw him live.
Okay,
being,
cool.
And being on stage, and I was like, oh wow, that's this is it. It's like the calling which I want dapat wahyu kan. It's something that was just such an amazing experience, and it's one of those feelings that I felt, and I don't think I'll ever forget until for the rest of my life. And so I came back, and I sat and spoke to some of my friends back then, and then we just sat and we said, yeah, let's why not? Let's start a band. And then the PTPTN money came in, and I bought one. I bought my electric guitar at Sungaiwang Plaza, and that was it. And
Is
like
that-
you, I
is that
discovered
grant
the
money?
joys of power chords. I'm sorry, what's that?
Nah.
It's government money that you apply for
Education.
private education.
Oh, so
Yeah.
yes.
There was an education.
grant-
You're learning the guitar, what? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
The grant
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. See, educator told you that, so it's legit. Yeah. So, completely.
But yeah.
What
so-
guitar was it? What was your first guitar?
Oh
Was
my
it?
goodness.
It has to
I
be either a
can't
Fender
remember
or either a Fender
Ah.
copy or a Gibson copy.
Squire.
It was like the smaller scale guitar. I still have it. I haven't played it in decades. I still have it. I can't remember it
Brand.
had no brand. It had no brand. But yeah, that was it.
Alright.
And
But still got it, huh? Cool.
I
Got your
still have
first,
it.
man. You gotta keep it, man.
that's right. I
But
still have
you gotta
it.
take it out.
For the
I'm
second half of the show.
Yeah.
And then we didn't tell you, but you have to play us a song also. Just like just
That was
put it all out
the
there.
first band lah.
Guys, you put me in the spot. I mean, I'm surrounded by musicians here. Come on.
Well, you can use that
Oh,
word in
we
the
all
loosest possible terms. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's the very
Yeah.
loosest possible terms here. Musician, you can definitely inverted commas. Kind of.
Oh,
We're,
man.
we're barely
First band,
functional
is it, Lina?
humans.
First band.
And it was in
First-
college.
The first band, we were called Naked John.
Naked John.
Naked
Okay,
John.
Naked John.
Nick-
Naked John.
Naked John, like
Who named
Roti
the
John,
band?
like Roti John. Oh,
Roti John, yeah. So Naked
Oh.
John. It's a long.
Is there a story behind
there
it?
was no John lah. Was there a John in the band? No.
There was
There
a
was a
naked
John.
John, Asmail.
There was a John.
naked John.
There was a
Okay.
John.
There was a John, and yeah, this
What did John get up
backstory
to?
of this-
What did John get up to?
The backstory is so inappropriate, guys.
Oh, come on then. Let's go.
We have just enough time.
You might
For the
ruin,
story.
you got 6 minutes, you might ruin your entire political career, but let's go. Let's just go down with flames.
Blame John. Blame John. Yeah.
Come on.
Obvious.
Just do
No.
go full on Hindenburg, just go down, crash and burn. Let's go.
So it was a friend who would, he would get up to his nightly shenanigans, and there was nothing sexual, nothing like that. It was just
Yeah.
fun, funny. You think about this. A bunch of students, yeah, in MMU in Cyberjaya back in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Oh, damn boring. Nothing there.
There's absolutely nothing. there.
Cyberjaya in the
No,
late 90s? Literally nothing there. Literally-
Nothing, man.
So as you can imagine, you had a few students who had to, try to find creative ways to,
Let off some
Entertain
steam.
themselves.
He was,
entertain.
John was
Let
letting off
hang,
some
just to
steam.
hang.
And think of it this way: Jackass. Remember the TV show MTV?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Back then. So put two, yeah.
Okay,
So-
okay.
So John was literally hanging.
Yeah.
It was.
Literally hanging.
No, nobody would have seen him, though. It's Cyberjaya in late 90s. No lights.
No lights. And again, Facebook didn't exist then. So
Yeah, no
Ah.
phone,
smartphones.
no
That's
smartphones.
true.
You would have had to have this phone your friend up to tell him what happened. There were no photographs. You're
Yeah.
all sorted.
Mono, you gotta go buy a film. It's got cost money, man. Buy
Yeah,
film, got
correct.
process, like screw taking photos. Man.
It's John, it's
And then when you take the photos, it'll be running, it'll be blur. You cannot.
Oh, exactly.
is
no
John
flash
still
The
out.
aperture's wrong.
is John still a friend of yours? Tell me he's married with about 4 kids. Please tell me he's married with 4 kids.
Probably is.
Unfortunately, we've lost touch.
Okay.
So
Oh,
So shout out to Naked John if he ever watches this
Shout out
podcast.
Naked John.
Wait,
Yeah,
keeping it real,
He
man.
must be
this is
touched.
how
You guys name
we
a band
connect
after him.
people.
You guys name a band after him. He must have been like really touched, man. He's like, he must have like, oh, thanks, guys. You guys name your band after me.
Oh, he's probably mortified.
No,
Horrified.
Bye.
Yeah. Guarantee he didn't
Did you
think
play-
when he was being Naked John, he's going, oh, someone's going to name a band after this fucking night. But yep.
Did you all play many shows as Naked John?
Well, I think thinking back, I think we only had like three shows. It was
Okay.
3 shows, and then the band broke up, and then I joined another band, and we were called the Pregnant Unit.
Wow. Okay.
It was an
After-
Good
after
God,
naked-
just go from bad to worse here. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. No,
These
it's a
are
natural
some
process.
state-
What
these-
happens after you're naked?
Yeah, naked, then
It's the
pregnant.
John is the pregnant unit lah.
Oh God.
It's a causality. It's a causality, you know.
Yeah, and I didn't
What
realize-
was your
I didn't
third band
realize
called?
that-
The maternity ward.
Well, was pregnant unit a trio? You know, because two and then two become two.
oh
got three.
wow,
No.
this is so wrong.
Yeah. Welcome to the waiting room.
Asmel describing some math just now that wasn't. Two
Okay,
and two
so
is,
I
two
think
and
this,
two
I think this is a fantastic and appropriate moment to take the first break, and the second we'll go right into your new band and the lockdown
need to talk
and how
about
it's been
Paku
destroyed, how it's been
Yeah,
destroyed the
Paku.
music industry.
We'll talk about Paku also.
Okay, and
Yeah.
okay, so see you in about 10 minutes. Okay. And we're back with part 2 of the podcast. Welcome again, Syerleena. Thank you for
Alright.
doing this for us.
Yep.
I think your mic is
Hello.
off or something.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Unless you're just moving your mouth and purposely not talking. lah.
No, not
Oh.
hello testing.
Yeah, got
All
you.
right.
now we
Okay.
can.
And you're
Ah.
back. Yep.
No, we
But
can't hear you.
at a distance we can't hear you.
It's off again.
So I guess I'll have
strange.
to.
Yeah, but this
I'll
wasn't
just
the
put
case
it here.
earlier.
Okay.
I know it's just weird technology.
Hmm.
Business.
Maybe somebody doesn't want you to
Right.
say something.
Yes,
Whoa.
maybe so.
I think so. It's the stuff that I've been
Oh.
saying
Are we
tonight.
being
Oh,
hacked right now? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Uh,
The black metal show. Yeah, we're gonna ban that show.
Definitely is real. Definitely is real. So,
Alright.
so what made you decide to start a band during a bloody pandemic and lockdown when there is no place to play or no music happening like?
I mean, like I said, music never left. I mean, even though my profession changed quite a bit, and I do look back in my days when I had this band called Paku, and it was a band that I played with my brother, and it was one of the best moments, highlight of my years. That nothing can ever beat that feeling of playing in the same band, creating music, creating songs and whatnot with the sibling. And that's just something that I still do miss until today. I really do.
And you guys toured
And-
UK, man. You guys
Yeah.
toured the UK. Yeah.
We did, and it was
Where'd you play in the UK?
it was for 2 weeks, and then the moment we
Nice.
arrived, we were on a van, and we had an interview, and we had a show on BBC Wales, and then we played in Belfast, which was
Where?
really really awesome. Belfast.
Where and what year?
Oh God, that was in 2007.
I was living in
was a big-
Belfast in 2007. I'm not from Belfast, but I'm from Donegal. But that's where I used to do sound, and that's where I went to university and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
So
And-
what do you know the venue in Belfast?
Oh, the Monkey Room, Monkey Bar.
No,
I
definitely
think
not the Monkey
that's
Bar.
how it's.
No.
It's been a while, but there was we played along with a band called Thrones of Roll.
Thrones of Roll.
Okay.
Hold on. I know Thrones of Roll. So this is and what's the name of
Ah.
your band?
Maybe you hung over that day, lah, Derek. Yeah. Yeah. You did a sound the night before.
Maybe he was the monkey in the bar.
Sorry.
Ah.
Spell your band's name quickly.
He was John.
He was John. Derek was John.
Wow. Paku, Paku. Uh-oh.
I need to find out. No. Can't find it.
How many cities? You play a lot because I read it in the papers, man. That was when
Yeah.
I discovered you.
We played those venues, and then we played in Newcastle, and we also played in Scotland.
Nice.
But we played a few venues, yeah.
I've known Riz for 6 years. I have never heard this story.
Oh, all right.
He never told me he's played Belfast. He never told me any of these stories. Like,
Yeah,
Unless he
well,
you
told
you
100
you
times.
had a different you had a different style hairstyle last time. You had like a sort of like a mop top crop, right?
who me?
You, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was a what would you call it? My hair was shorter.
Shorter kan. Yeah.
Yeah, shorter to here, and yeah, it was yeah. And so yeah, that was the experience. And when the band broke up in 2010, that was when Riz moved to KL, and I stayed back in Penang. The whole idea was eventually I would move to KL and we'd continue. But life has different ideas for people again, and so I stayed on and eventually got to where I am today. But I would go, I would visit Riz every once in a while, and we'd play in some secret shows and just hang out and have fun. And eventually when for example, the MCO happened, and honestly, watching Asmil, watching your show and
Oh,
your
cool. Thanks for
sessions,
tuning in.
and it's just like wow, you look at what people are doing right now. Getting all being as creative as you guys can get, and still
Mm,
continue playing music. And yeah, again, it touched something in me, and I said, if nothing in this world can stop you from doing what you want to do. If you
true.
if you have passion, you just do it. And then so when the restrictions for the first phase of the MCO loosened up a little bit, then I texted some of my friends, Shanks and Zyril, and I said, hey, what are you guys doing? Because I knew Zyril was also in his home playing, relearning his keyboard. And then we
Ah.
we met, we met up, and then we started jamming, and then those jamming sessions turned to like, hey, let's write our own songs, like why not? Let's see, let's have fun. So it's more about having
Mm,
fun, enjoying. It's more for me. Music has always been therapeutic, and it
absolutely,
really is. It really is.
absolutely. It's catharsism
Yes,
it's,
yes,
all
it
the way
it's
out.
is.
therapy. It's
Yes.
therapy. Yeah. Wow. And how long was that going on? The jamming, was it very quick? So, hey, this is just happening. Uh,
The jam sessions, yeah, we would meet up 3 times a week.
oh,
Just meet
Rajin.
up and play.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is with Masato was the CMCO, and again, I
Mm.
have to say that with my schedule, with what's going on right now, it has eliminated a lot of the kanuri, majlis, all those dinner events and
True,
temple
true.
dinners and whatnot. So that opened up a lot of time to which I could finally sit down and have some me time, which I
That's
haven't had in a while.
Mm.
ironically that's actually good for you. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
do you have to
It
go to a
is.
lot? Do you have to go to a lot of those kind of like those kind of formal events all the time?
Yes, yes, yes. And
Mm.
if it's not those formal events, it's always meetings. And
Yeah,
our meetings, we can have meetings that end at 11, 12 o'clock at
yeah, I
midnight.
understand. Yeah,
So,
Oh man.
Yeah,
but
and not just that, right? I'm also guessing, like, looking at your Facebook, you're down, uh, you know, uh, with the people. You got to meet them. You're doing lots of like projects here and there, repairing
yeah,
stuff, all those kind of things, right?
yeah. And I mean, for me, the reason why I do enjoy being the position I am is because I just want to help people. Really, I do.
Mm.
And I have, I'm being honest here. With all the things going on right now politically, it doesn't give a lot of confidence to Malaysians. And, sometimes I find myself being disheartened as well, seeing what's being played out, in our political landscape.
it's a
But
listen. It's the same everywhere.
it's the same
Same.
everywhere, right?
My family back home in Ireland message me and they just complain about the politicians back home in Ireland. My friends in the UK message me complaining about the politicians in the UK. It ain't no different anywhere. It ain't, there's
But there are some differences. I mean, have faith that there are still some people out there who have, good, good hearts. And, we really do want to change things. And,
And good
that's
taste. And good taste. Music.
Oh, you'd be surprised. There's some people out there with really
I
good
know
taste.
it'd be cool.
Really, yeah.
It would be cool to for the first PM. I mean, Indonesia's got a PM who's in the Slayer. It'd be cool for the first PM, Malaysia's first PM to be in the at the driving in Fugazi. I think that'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I
Hey,
think
we
that'd
have
be
we
very
have
cool.
a that would be, and it's like Jokowi, the president
yeah,
for
yeah,
Indonesia.
that's right.
He's Slayer, like he's
Yeah, man.
Slayer.
Yeah, yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
if you got a PM and or president, he's president, not a PM. He's in the Slayer. You know, you can talk to him. You know, you can talk to him. So
Definitely, definitely.
So,
Oh,
Lina, when you got the band Priwayat together, I remember like things happened really quick for you guys. Like you said, you guys started jamming, and next thing you know, you guys were flying out to KK and you all played a big show there, right?
Was it a big show compared to what some of you guys have done? Come on. It
Hey,
was.
I don't know why. Nobody here. Azmil is
Tak ada lah. Mana ada lah. Banyak show je. By the way, yeah.
Anyway, back.
Ah, ah.
that was some good mumbling there for about 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's one word of English there. It was just blah, 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 blah,
For a
blah.
while, I thought you were talking like Derek for a while, you know.
I understood him perfectly. What he actually says was, "I don't want to answer this question. Shut up."
Yeah.
This is me, like, so no, I'm kidding, guys. It was a show. I'll say that it was a show. It had some
Where was
very
it?
nice equipment. It was in KK.
Yeah, but
It was the launch for the Vibes.
Okay.
Oh, the vibe. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was in
Oh,
KK.
KK.
I,
Yeah, they had a lot.
KK,
I don't know what that is.
KK
What
was
is the
I
Vibes?
probably know who was the sound engineer. Was Brian doing sound?
Can't remember.
No idea.
Can't
It was probably,
remember,
it was probably Brian because I know the sound company who provides the majority of the big
Who did
events
that?
in KK. So
KK.
shout out to
But,
Brian.
yeah,
if he ever
and-
sees this.
So you're trash the place up, man. KK is like party town. No.
Well, at one point, yes. This was during our MCO.
Okay.
So there was still, social distancing and all of that, and taking into
You didn't have to
consideration.
quarantine?
Interesting story. After that, that was during the time when it wasn't mandatory for people to quarantine yet,
Okay.
because the cases weren't. It wasn't crazy.
That's what happened with
But then-
Sabah.
Yes,
you
and
quarantine
then
that.
that,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
okay,
now we are finding out
Yeah,
everything.
the truth, yeah.
now if you
So
play, it will be
so you're
for one
you're,
gig.
you're patient zero, are you?
If you go after that to play one gig in KQ, it will take you a month, right? Because you arrive 2 weeks, you gotta like quarantine, then you play your gig, then you got to 2 weeks.
To be honest, guys, that's the way it should have been done. If you're flying,
Yeah,
then
of
it should have been.
course.
It should have been a 2-week quarantine in and out.
It should have
Everything
been.
Shouldn't have opened up as well.
It should have been.
I mean, for us, when we went there, we came back and we did actually quarantine, even though it wasn't compulsory, but we did.
Well, fair play to you for doing
And-
that. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
Thank
So,
you.
But
Because
that's fun
again-
for you. You get more me time. You
Yeah,
get
but
more me time.
also- Hey, there's a difference though. If when you're in quarantine, you cannot go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me time becomes oh dear me time. No, me
Hey, okay,
time
what?
becomes,
That's when the good
poor
songs
me.
come out, man. Yeah. And
That's
force
true.
Control the
too.
lights.
Yes.
So that's
why,
where you
yeah.
decided, you know what? Pink. I'm gonna go with pink.
Yeah, exactly. Each room will change colors, and then let's put disco ball. It's,
You just bought a lot of bulbs and then you quarantine yourself. It's just different
Pretty
lights. Cool.
lights, food, and I've got my cat and guitars. Yeah, it was okay. It was alright.
Do you
And
only have
Nice.
one cat?
yes, I only have one cat.
Has anything stopped you from having more since you've had this cat for a long time?
Hey, the cat owners not like dogs. We don't go buy dogs. The cats will just appear at your house, man. So only one appear at
Hey,
your
I
house.
don't go and buy dogs, you know. I'm not throwing my money on buying dogs. Just I also go and collect lah. Go and collect.
You collect, but cats different. They collect us.
They collect us. The cats collect you. That day, I drove back. I'm driving back. Want to park in front of my house. There's
Uh-huh.
just this cat just sitting on the road. So
There
I
you
thought I
go.
get closer, it'll move lah. No,
Yeah.
cat's not moving anywhere. So I had to get down, go and stand next to it, and then oi, and then the cat's, and then just walk to. I was like, my God, you're just sitting in the middle of the road, not doing anything.
Yeah.
That's a side
He,
story
he, wa-
about
he,
the cat lah.
he was
So,
offended. It's like, shit, I chose you and you chased me away.
yeah, I told you. I literally stopped you from driving, got you out of your car, and you still don't want me? Rude human being.
Like, how dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah.
But yeah, Brendan, actually, yes, I only have one cat, and the reason why I don't intend to have more than one cat is again because of my time. I
Okay.
because on a pre-COVID old norm life, yeah, I would be out and about quite often. So kasihan. Yeah.
Alright. Sorry, just for a while, just talking about the cat. Thanks.
Oh, good.
So back to the band, Lina. Now,
Yeah, man, pretty much.
now we're back in MCO. We can't really do much. How has the band been doing? Like, you guys still jam or anything? Like, can y'all meet to jam and stuff?
Not really. So Zyril and our vocalist, they live in the same apartment complex.
Okay.
So they can meet up. No
Okay.
worries.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
our drummer Jern lives in Sungai Petani. So
Oh.
that's a different state. So he's stuck there. And
Where?
then I'm here, Sungai Petani. It's in a different state, one state up north.
In Kedah. It's in Kedah.
Out near
Very
Kedah.
Across the streets.
For some reason, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's a place you gotta
Yeah.
check out, man. You gotta go there, man. Remind you
Yeah,
of maybe the
FB is
green
like-
pastures of Ireland
Yeah.
with mosquitoes.
Yeah, we
And
don't have
rice.
mosquitoes in Ireland.
And rice, lots of rice, lots of rice.
Lots
Really?
of rice.
Okay, so that's completely different to KL with mosquitoes and lots of rice. That's totally different.
Lots-
Not a thing. It's exactly the same.
Packaged differently.
It's exactly the same. Oh
Yeah.
God.
So who
Uh,
cracks the whip in the band?
Oh,
Like you
Oh,
gotta have
wow.
a head in the band, yeah.
I wouldn't call it. We don't crack any whips. It's just very
Rubbish.
democratic.
you think if we asked?
not really.
think if we asked the rest of the guys who's cracking the whip in the band?
Oh no, it's not
privately.
me. I'm actually very chilled. I mean, for me, I'm just happy to be able to play again. I mean,
Are you
but
planning to record?
well, right now we've recorded a few songs for our EP. That's about it. And again, MCO, so
Who-
everything's put on
Who
hold.
did you record with?
Well, two places. We recorded majority of the tracks here in Penang, Worldwide Platinum Records, and then we also recorded some tracks in B-Sync.
On B-Sync?
And
Oh,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's where I recorded Brendan for his second EP.
Yay.
It's a good studio.
yeah.
It's a
I
good.
That's
recorded that
nice.
once, but yeah, I had a really I cannot say that. Yeah. Really interesting.
Say whatever.
Really,
You can
yeah.
say, you can say whatever you want.
Uh-oh.
You can say whatever you
Uh-oh.
want.
I was on a different plane when I was recording there.
That's,
Oh,
that's,
Carpet,
that's
carpet
right.
parted
That's
like
right.
a sea.
B-Sync's,
so-
B-Sync's a good facility.
But yeah, BC's on the hill, right? It's on the hill.
It's
Right?
Yes, that's right.
It's a bloody mansion. It's a mansion.
Yeah.
It's a great
Like a
It's
horror
like-
movie, man.
It's a great facility.
It's like you guys seen Funky Monks, Red Hot Chili Peppers, the documentary where they
Oh,
record
when they were
Blood
called
Sugar
Yeah.
Sex
Sync Magic.
Yeah, remind you of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
the,
literally a mansion house. It's an absolute. Like,
Yeah.
I used to live around the corner from it in Saputi. and every
Nice,
time I
okay.
explain B-Sync to people, they're Malaysians. They're going like, "Where is this? What is it?" I was going, "This amazing studio and it's so cheap." They record there and they're going like, "No, it doesn't exist." I'm going, "It bloody exists. I recorded there," but they won't. never
Confirm
believe it.
some mining tauke punya house lah last time.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Adam and B-Sync for
Hey,
for
Cool
Adam.
providing
place,
a really
cool
good
place,
facility.
nice place. Nice. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys are gonna
Yeah.
release, man. Make a limited cassette. Because I heard that's the vogue now. Just make like 30 copies and
Cassette, Yes,
yeah, cassette.
Oh.
But come with download code lah, of course, or something.
You know, I just gotta share this with you guys. So a friend of mine gave me as a birthday present 3 years ago his cassette. His band released a cassette, and until
Okay.
today I haven't listened to it. I'm
No
not.
player.
What band is this? Which band is this?
Deja Nine. It's a local
Okay.
band indie, but
Okay.
Okay.
again, it's just trying to find no Delta Nine. Sorry, it's trying to
Delta.
find a cassette
I've
player.
I've had friends
Yeah.
who give me their CDs, and I've never listened to
That's
them
nutty.
because, like, who has a CD player anymore?
No, that's why you gotta do
uh,
the whole. You gotta follow the how the vinyl heads do it. The labels. Like when I release a cassette, I literally we had a Bandcamp download code because
That
so
yeah.
people like the physicality. They can put it on the rack.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can't put a download code on a rack.
But it's
So
That's true.
the problem the problem with listening on Bandcamp or any of those is it's lossy cassette, it's lossy files. So like you're losing it's MP3,
Yeah,
so
you
you're
lose
losing
lah.
quality. Like
Yeah.
you're losing that warmth. That
Of course, of course.
you're losing maybe
It does.
sometimes up to 80%
Yeah.
of the soul of the music gets taken
Of course.
in MP3s. Like so, and for those of
Yeah.
us who grew up listening to stuff on records as kids,
Of course. Yeah.
that's where
No,
all
but I
the-
think that
that's
but I
where all
think that the
soul of
idea.
music was.
Of course, but I think it's just the idea that at least you can listen to it. Now your friend's cassette is just getting dust.
Yeah, but is
You
it
know?
really
Yeah.
listening?
It's not the same.
Is it
No,
really
nobody's
listening?
equating it.
You're
Nobody's
here,
equating that.
you're hearing it, but you're not really listening to it.
Of course.
There's a difference between hearing and
Yeah.
listening.
But
I
I've got
still
some
have
vinyl
a
some
few-
friends gave. Like, even one of my band, Maharaja Commission, released a vinyl like 8 years, 9 years ago. I haven't heard it yet because I don't have a player.
You haven't heard it.
Cool.
Yeah, lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Truth is out.
I mean, I'm
Truth is
sure
out.
you heard the test or something when they printed lah.
On my computer, email. That's why I never. No, that's why. But it's ironic, right? We have so many
Oh,
formats,
God.
but but nothing
true.
beats again the physical. Nothing beats the physical.
Oh, I agree. I agree. And again, with the cassette, just holding the cassette brings back so many, fun memories.
It was
and
the, li-
yeah.
the, it
that's
was
that feeling.
the liner notes. We just sitting.
Yeah, the ritual. Yeah.
the ritual, just sitting
But,
down,
and then
reading the
you
liner
smell
notes. Reading
Yes.
the liner notes, like, and the thing about it, we all know who recorded our favorite band's albums. We all know who mixed our favorite band's albums. We all know who mastered our favorite band. Bob Ludwig mastered all the best albums. Andy Wallace or Brendan O'Brien mixed them. You record them
Yeah.
here and you record them in this studio because we read the liner notes. Kids today haven't got a clue where anything was recorded or who
That's
mixed
true.
them.
That's true.
Like, and when we got into bands, you would always have the conversation. Okay, if we ever get signed, who's mixing it, who's mastered, where we record it. And we all exactly had all agreed we're recording with at this studio with this producer. It's getting mixed by this guy and it's getting mastered by this guy. Like, because we read the liner notes and we
Yeah.
went, right, okay, this is the best, this is the best, and this is the best, and this is the best. That's all lost. That's
Yeah.
all
And also,
lost.
big part loss is that like you got a friend and then you wanna pass a cassette to your bandmate, right? Hey, listen to this.
Yeah.
There's that one cassette, and there's no excuse. You go, hey, have you listened? Or haven't yet, lah? Like nowadays, right? You send links or whatever. Nobody
Yeah,
listens.
correct.
Right?
True,
Like, there's a
true.
cassette. It's like I give you one cassette, man. Play that damn thing. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's like when you have something tangible like cassettes or vinyls or even CDs, you appreciate the
physic.
everything that's being put into that production of that one album. Because like you said, with those liner notes, you know exactly who's behind it, where it was
Yep.
recorded, and even to the lyrics printed, you can sing
Yeah.
along, and then also you see the artwork. There's a lot of thought, being put
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
And then
And you
now,
appreciated
I mean,
it. You appreciated
exactly.
it. Like,
You appreciate it.
Yeah.
But now with everything, I mean, technology is great. I mean, you can download songs, it's awesome. But then you lose a little bit of that personal touch, I feel.
Yeah. You learn also
Yeah.
take care of things. I had a lot of melted cassettes in my car, man. Well, I remember my Weezer album. My Weezer album melted. Like,
what do you mean it melt? How did it melt?
because I left it on the window
It's the
still.
heat,
Ah,
man.
in the tropics, brother.
My God.
Yeah. I had a few albums melted. Huh?
I had
Should've
loads of
kept that.
I had loads of cassettes that were eaten by the cassette players. You have the big pen. You're sitting with your big pen. For
A big pen. You gotta have
yeah.
a pen, man.
You unwind the tape, but that's about it. Like, but like for us, it was Sunday night. Radio One was the Radio One metal show. So Sunday night, 9 o'clock. So you would have a blank cassette in
Record.
in the cassette player, ready on
Yes.
the ready, waiting for like bands that you love. So you press record and you record this band and you record that band. And
Yeah.
my fondest memory was Donington '94, Donington Monsters of Rock '94, and I've got a cassette still at home. On one side is Sepultura's set, and the other side is Pantera set live from Donington '94, and it's still two of my favorite.
On the radio.
On the radio live, it was live from
Oh.
Donington '94.
Wow.
It's still my two of my
Wow.
favorite live gigs ever, and I've got them on A and B side of the tape, like, because you just sat all day with headphones on at home on a Saturday afternoon listening to
Jeez.
Doningtons and Monsters of Rock in '94. It was great, like it was, and there was Sepultura and Pantera. It was fantastic.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
My early mixtapes on radios will usually miss the first verse. Because like, hey, that song damn nice. Where my cassette?
That's how we knew. That's how I knew I was going to become a recording engineer, and eventually, like, cause that was it was fucking like go and then pause, go.
Yes.
You were just locked in with the fucking record and pause, record pause, record pause. Like,
Yes,
so
that's
you
true.
weren't missing lyrics. But yeah, like, but that's all lost. I mean, it's like Spotify is, I don't know, it's great because it gives more access to instant access to more bands around the world that you would never have found. But there's a certain, and maybe we're just old, and in our day it was better, but I think in our day it was better. we had access to less bands, but like there's more.
Well, there was no. At least there were no bloody annoying ads, lah. You know, when you're listening
Thank
music,
you.
right?
Yes.
The annoying Spotify voice. Anyway, yeah,
or
I'm
watching
cheapskate.
a watching a video on YouTube and literally
Oh.
going in an ad just at the crescendo
Yeah.
of your favorite part of the song, just going in the ad. You're like, going, oh my god.
Yeah. I was watching YouTube the other day. A Sugar Daddy ad came out.
Oh shit!
This was before all of this. Then that came out. I was
Wait,
like,
what?
oh, they targeted me. It's like, this is my income.
How
Can't be
apt,
my income.
how apt,
They don't know anything.
how apt.
Yeah. So when all
Perfect
this
timing.
shit went,
But this happened before the whole sugar
yeah, before
daddy.
that, yeah. It's like,
Wow.
I worked an event last year because I'm a live sound engineer. I worked an event last year. I'm not going to say what venue it was or where it was, but I worked an event where it was Sugar Daddy were hosting an event. So the event was all having girls there, and then all these men with money, and it was all just a hookup thing, meeting
there you
where
go.
you can hook up.
Oh wow!
So
Wow. That's the real black metal gig that needs to be rated.
it was all legal.
Eric,
Like, it was
don't
like-
talk about lah.
It was all legal. There was
Yeah,
nothing. There was nothing illegal about the event because
That's true.
it was just people meeting up. It wasn't like it was. But like it was hosted by a sugar daddy. Like it was weird. It was a very weird legal
Wow,
event.
that's surreal.
Very weird legal event.
That is quite
Oh,
peculiar.
man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man.
It was
I
a
don't
very-
know about you guys, but when I watch YouTube, the ads that tend to pop up, it's like KFC and McDonald's.
Yeah,
mine
I get
is
those
actually
ads as well.
McDonald's.
I've never got a sugar
Oh.
daddy ad.
Yeah, I had me and another friend about my age. He said,
And
hey,
what
why they come up?
What are you actually searching for on YouTube, Asmo? Because I generally search for Joe Rogan and stuff like that. What the fuck
I
are
will
you
look a
doing?
lot. I watch a lot of car crashes.
Yeah.
Those viral videos.
Yes, I'm sure
So
you
maybe
do.
I tapped into I love watching those car accident videos because it insafkan I. You know, what's that like?
Okay,
But I mean,
I'm not invincible.
That's
so-
the thing with YouTube, though. I mean, you end up, you go there because you want to watch something, say like a documentary, and then it just sucks you in, and then you end up spending hours just watching something that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing?
Mhm.
Dogs with silly
Yeah,
faces.
yeah.
Just spent
Yeah.
half the day today watching dogs with silly
Yeah.
faces.
It's really.
In between me, I'm currently mixing one of Brendan's new songs, and in between trying to mix that, I'm watching dogs with silly faces.
My
Is
my
that how
twins
your
my
dream
twins
expressing?
my twins found a subculture of ceiling fans falling. There's this whole subculture of YouTube videos of just ceiling fans falling.
Okay.
Wait,
My
And
why?
it
son's into
decapitates
that.
People.
No, nothing. It just falls. That's it. And they just
That's
like
it.
loop for 20 minutes. So this is the shit on my YouTube, right? So I don't know how that sugar daddy come up. So, so I guess when you search for things that are like just weird, and then this
It
suddenly
comes up
declare.
like this lah.
That's
It's
like-
from like things like it's like mentioning the word sugar daddy now into a mic that's connected to your
Ah.
computer, and then
Yeah,
next
we're
thing
gonna
you know,
all-
now
we're-
you're just gonna get
We're
even
gonna
more.
get suggestions of sugar daddy now for the next
Now
3
all
days.
of us are gonna
Everything's
get
gonna be
sugar
After
daddy.
diabetic ads will come up. Do you have diabetes?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
so
Weird times, weird
I
times.
think we've reached the end because you gotta go.
Oh.
So
Okay.
so we give the last minute to our guests. So like, what you got going on for the next foreseeable next 6 months? What's your plans and what you got to go on? Like the rest of the last minute's up to you. Go ahead.
For the next 6 months, I mean, right now, again, my focus is trying to help, with what's going on with the pandemic, because it doesn't seem like there's going to be any, end in sight. Not yet, even though there's a
Have-
vaccine.
Have you been
And
clued
so
into the
forth.
vaccine when it's going to start being?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Have you been clued into the vaccine when's the vaccine going to be start processed out?
Well, there's already a statement by the prime minister saying that elected reps such as the Aduns and MPs will be given in the first phase, because we are also, considered frontliners, non-medical frontliners, because yes, we still do meet a lot of people, and but that's something that I'm still thinking about. Again, pros and cons, and right now it does feel like for me, the people who should be getting it first would be the medical
Medical, and old
medical
people.
frontliners, yes.
Peop-
But also,
Medical
again, there's
frontliners,
also a
people
question.
over the age of 60.
Yes, but also, again, question of, even for us, I mean, we do meet. I still meet a lot of people, and I still come home thinking, what if, I've
Yeah.
met someone who doesn't carry any symptoms. But I mean, with that being said, I mean, right now, again, it's focusing on trying to make sense of the economic impact. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring everybody down, but it's just something that it's
Of course.
It's okay. Reality's reality.
reality.
Yeah,
reality.
no way. Yeah.
And obviously, right now, again, I've been also working closely with the Expo for Tourism, Arts and Culture. Again, we're trying to find ways to bring back, the music industry, the
Yeah.
performing arts. And again, our hands are a little bit tight because everything comes from the federal level, and we can't we can't say no, we can't do this. So it's just a waiting game. And meanwhile, we're coming up with SOPs and trying to find ways to help our local artists in Penang. But again, resources are quite limited, and it can be quite frustrating. So I mean, all of you guys out here, you guys play, and you guys are awesome at doing what you do. And I wish the governments can do something, can offer you guys something much, much better right now. But, and again, if you guys have any suggestions on how to rise above all of this, let me know. But that's for a different,
We will indeed.
Different podcast.
We will
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah,
no,
that's a
definitely.
special episode as well.
Surely
We have
enough.
another podcast called the Debate Room that we're gonna call you into.
That'll be a private podcast for just our eyes only.
You guys are funny.
They call the rant room. Okay, Syerleena,
Yeah.
well, thank you very much for taking your time out. Your very
Thank you.
precious
Thank
time.
you,
Chop,
thank you.
chop, chop, chop.
No,
chop.
Fabian.
Free wire.
No, Fabian.
Where can we
no.
find your music?
No,
Oh,
no.
music.
Lena.
Oh, yeah.
No,
The music,
pre-wired, pre-wired lah.
Okay.
We got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Priwayat, we're on Spotify. We have a YouTube channel, so just Google Priwayat, and yeah, we're there. And again, we're in the process of we're waiting to see what's going on with recording studios before we can go in and record the rest of our songs. But yeah, I mean, hopefully one of these days when things are better, I would love to be able to see you guys perform again, and who knows, maybe we can perform together.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That
Yeah.
would be
Let's
that
do
would
a
be
gig,
awesome.
man. Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
effing awesome way.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's it. We are out. Thank you once again for being on.
Thank you very
Must
much,
stay.
Lena.
Lena.
Must stay.
Thanks for having me, guys. Hey.